Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcella Oktaviani and I am an international relations student at LSPR Communication and Business Institute under the supervision of Mr. Bonar Sirait as my mentor and lecturer. I'm here today to talk about climate change issue that is very important for the sustainable world. I'm sure that all of you have often heard about climate change, but from the many people who heard it, they didn't understand what is it and what it means. Therefore, in this video, I will discuss more about what is climate change, is it real or not. In generally, climate change is a long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates. Based on an article in the New York Times, the average temperature on the surface of the planet has already increased 1.7 degrees Fahrenheit since 1880, which may not seem like much, but think about it this way. The heat from human emission is roughly equal to 400,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs exploding across the planet every single day. That means future generations are in big trouble. But for now, it will continue to get warmer and storms will grow more intense with longer periods of drought in between. In 1950, we started breaking carbon dioxide records and we haven't stopped since. Why? Well, the scientist says that there's a 95% chance that human activity is the cause. For example, we've been burning more and more fossil fuels like oil and coal, which release carbon dioxide to power our homes, factories, airplanes, and cars. Other than that, the global population has tripled in the past 70 years, and we're consuming more products from animals that release another pollutant called methane. Besides that, there is also what is known as the greenhouse effect, where all these gases are in the air, and when sunlight gets into the Earth's atmosphere, some of heat gets trapped and the planet gets warmer. But now, the concern is not that the Earth is getting warmer. The United Nations says that our world is about 1 degree hotter than pre-industrial times. That's around the year 1800, and that's okay. In fact, the UN says if we warm by 1.5 degrees before the end of century, we should be fine. Even 2 degrees would probably be alright. But the main problem is speed. Because right now, we are on track to hit 1.5 degrees in only 10 years. And if we don't slow the warming down, it could mean catastrophe within our lifetime. In long term, if these emissions continue to rise unchecked, the climate disaster will be so severe, they will destabilize entire nations, send millions of refugees across borders, cause widespread extinctions of most species on Earth, and melt the polar ice caps, leaving most of the world's coastal cities several feet underwater. All this could take centuries, but something like the sudden collapse of agriculture will trigger immediate chaos in society. The worst cases are the collapsed food productions, cause spiraling prices and our capitalist utopia breaks down, billions starve as our worlds get violent and messy real quick. Kind of like a zombie apocalypse, but with extreme hunger spreading chaos instead. Other than that, sea levels are rising about 3 millimeters a year because seawater expands as temperatures get warmer. Melting ice sheets and glaciers also add trillions of tons of fresh water into our ocean. People around the world are already losing their homes, and if things carry on, millions more of us will have to pack up too. Entire coastal cities could be underwater within 80 years, like Miami in the US or Osaka in Japan. Entire island nations in the Pacific could completely disappear. So, what's the solution for this? Is there any plan to slow this down? Of course, in 2016, world leaders signed an agreement that called Paris Agreement, and the pledge is to cap temperatures rising by 1.5 degrees or a maximum of 2 before the year 2100. So the countries set their own targets on how much carbon dioxide they emit. But here's the thing. 3 years after the agreement, global carbon dioxide levels are still going up. In the end, United States, as one of the world's biggest polluters, has polluted out the Paris deal. However, China and Russia are accused for not giving themselves ambitious target in the first place. Turkey and Poland, they want to build more power plants that use coal. On the other hand, there is positive momentum. There's more awareness and some countries are making progress, such as India, Morocco, and the Gambia, that have massive renewable energy projects. This means that's great because every country have their own decisions to take actions of this concern. But for the real solutions, it's written to our awareness of each of us, whether we care or are even ignorant of it. We can start with small things like power your homes with renewable energy, eating less meat, taking public transit, or buying an electric car, putting solar panels on the roof, and many more. But the important things, the needs, is you to speak up and exercise your rights as citizens, because strong collective action through state and national policies is how we will make the most impact for now. As we bring our climate change issue as a part of important sustainable world issues, I just want to say that this is a global challenge. Each and every one of us could make a difference, and we need to act now before it's too late. This is our planet and this is our future. Climate change affects us all. Lastly, I would like to thank you for your attention and hope that this sharing session gives all of you a clear understanding about climate change. If you need any further and detailed information regarding the issues, kindly comment down below in this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.